Now this is question number 13. So according to question number 13, a school committee of 5 people is to be selected from a group of 4 teachers and 7 students. Find the number of different ways that the committee can be selected if there are no restrictions. And B is there must be at least one teacher and there must be more students than teachers. Okay, so we go with the part A at first. There are no restrictions. So we go back to the whiteboard. So we have question number 13. Question number 13 of 10.4. Of 10.4. 13. Okay, committee of 5 to be selected from 4 teachers and 7 students. So committee of 5 people to be selected from 4 teachers and 7 students. 4 teachers and 7 students. So if there is no restriction, so simply we have to select these 5 people out of the total. Total is 4 plus 7, 11. So 11C5 comes out to be 462. 462. That's the answer. Now in part B, there must be at least one teacher and there must be more students. So at least one teacher should be there and there should be more students. So how can we use this condition? So out of the teachers, we start with at least one condition. At least condition is at least one teacher should be there, and then to make it 5, there should be a 4 out of the 7 students. Then with the at least condition of teacher, we can go 4C2 times then 3 students from the 7. Okay, but if we go more, then what will happen? Then teachers will become more and the student will become less. So that is why we stop here. So now 4C1 multiplied by 7C4, we get 140 plus 4C2 multiplied by 7C3, we get 210, which is equal to 350. And this is the answer of part B of question number 13. Now we go for question number 14. So what is question number 14? I'll show you. Question number 14 is here. A test consists of 10 different questions. 10 different questions. 4 of the questions are in trigonometry and 6 questions are on algebra. The students are asked to answer 8 questions. A. Find the number of ways in which students can select 8 questions if there is no restriction. Okay. So we go with part A at first. So 14. Uh, We have got a total of 10 different questions. 10 different questions in total. Okay. And what is the distribution of these questions? Four are of trigonometry. Four trigonometry questions. Questions and six questions are of algebra. Six algebra questions. Okay, and students have to attempt eight questions. Students have to answer eight questions. Okay. Okay. Now, what is the condition? In part A, we have no restriction. So, eight questions every student have to give as an answer. So, eight out of what? Out of total. So, that will be 10C8. So, the answer by using calculator comes out to be 45. Now, in part B, at least four algebra questions should be there. So, we start with the algebra questions. So, at least four. So, we start taking or selecting four algebra questions out of six, and then the remaining questions are four. Then these four questions should be from the trigonometry. Those are four. Okay. Then we increase the number of questions of algebra. Means we select five out of six, multiplied by the remaining questions are five are selected. So three must be here for the trigonometry, and total trigonometry questions are four. Now 6C6 means 6 out of the total 6 question of algebra. Then 2 questions from trigonometry. Right? More than this we cannot go because there is no more algebra questions. So now this is equal to what? 64 multiplied by 4C4 comes out to be 15. Then 6C5 multiplied by 4C3 is 24. And then 65 multiplied by 4C3 is 24, and 66 multiplied by 4C2 is 6. So the answer comes out to be 45. Okay, now we have question number 15. In question number 15, I'll show you the question number 15. And question number 15, Rafio has a collection of 10 CDs. 4 of the CDs are classical, 3 are jazz, and 3 are rock. He selects 5 of the CDs from his collection. Find the number of ways he can make his selection if there are no restrictions. So we go with part A at first, and then we do the rest. So how many CDs? 10 CDs, right? So 10 CDs are there in total. Uh, okay, 10 CDs are there in total. Total CDs 10, and classical CDs are 4. Classical CDs are 4, and jazz CDs are 3, and rock CDs are also 3. Okay, so and then if we add up all these, so 4 plus 3, 7 plus 3, 10. So 10 CDs are there. Okay, now in part A, we have no restriction. So if no restriction, and yes, one thing also, how many CDs he has to select? He has to select 5 CDs. So I should write here 5 CDs to be selected. So part A, 5 CDs has to be selected out of the total. The total are 10. So the answer is 10C5. So 10C5 means 252. Now in part B. So in part B, you can see his selection must contain his favorite jazz CD. His selection must contain his favorite jazz CD. So what should we do? So we will select one CD for jazz. So one, because one is fixed. One is fixed. So because the favorite CD can be the jazz, and in that the particular one is jazz. So that is why one C1. So we select that favorite CD out of one. So we consider that that is fixed. That the favorite is fixed. So one C1. So one selection out of the one selection. So 1 out of 1, which is 1C1, multiplied by, then the rest are the normal for him. So that is why the rest of the CDs are, the remaining CDs are 9, and he will select how many CDs he should select? 4 out of those 9. So 1C1 multiplied by 9C4 is equal to 126. And this is the answer. Now part C. In part C, if you see the part C, this part C says his selection must contain at least 3 classical CDs. At least 3 classical CDs. So at least 3 classical CDs means, um, so we start with the classical CDs. So 3 CDs out of 4 classical, then multiplied by the remaining one. So the remaining is one from classical, and then 3 and 3 7 total CDs, remaining CDs are 7, and now he has to select how much, 5. So 3 already done, so 7C2. Okay, or no, 3 classical, so this should be 6C2. Yes, 6C2, because he needs no more classical CD than 3. So that is why here 6C2, then plus, then 4C4, we increase the number of CDs of classical type, then multiplied by 6C1, because one has to be selected more from the rest. Those are okay. So the answer comes out to be 4C3 multiplied by 6C2 is 60, and 4C4 multiplied by 6C1 is 6. So the answer is 66. And that's the answer of the part C of question number 15.